Hey guys, in this video we are discussing about how to find the largest multiple of 3 from array of digits containing elements from 0 to 9. There is a condition, the same element may appear multiple times in the array, but each element in the array may only be used once. Here I am solving this problem using the fact, if a number is divisible by 3, if and only if sum of digits of the number is divisible by 3. If sum of digits is not divisible by 3, then the remainder should be either 1 or 2. If remainder is 1, we have to remove single digit that have remainder 1, or we have to remove two digits that have remainder 2. If remainder is 2, we have to remove single digit that have remainder 2, or we have to remove two digits that have remainder 1. Let us consider an example. Here is an array with 4 elements and the sum of digits is equal to 22 and the remainder is 1. So, we remove smallest single digit that has remainder 1, that is 7. So, largest number divisible by 3 is 555. Let us move to our program. Inside the main function, we are rendering an array and sorting it in ascending order. It helps to find the smallest single digit with the remainder either 1 or 2 which we want to remove to get the largest multiple of 3. After sorting, calling largest 3 multiple function, it is used to find the largest number. Inside that function, first we are finding sum of digits of the array, then finding remainder. Using the value of remainder, we are finding the largest number. If remainder equal to 0, we don't want to remove any element. The largest number will be all elements arranged in the array in descending order. For getting the output, we are calling function remove and print result, which contain 4 parameters: array, number of elements of array, and index 1 and index 2. The indexes store the position of elements which have either 1 or 2 as remainder, and it should remove to get largest number. Inside that function, we are traversing through the array in reverse order and checking that index 1 and index 2 are empty or occupied with the position of element, and prints the element which is not specified in the indexes. If index has a value, the output will exclude that value. In this case, we have remainder 0 and we don't want to remove any element, so indexes are empty, and we specified index 1 equal to -1 and index 2 equal to -1 at a function call. So, this condition checks into 1 and into 2 not equal to any element's position and it's empty. So, it prints the numbers one by one in descending order. It will be our desired output. Then we can check the next condition. If remainder equal to 1, traverse through the array and first check each element is divisible by 3. If element at index 1 gives remainder equal to 1, which means the smallest element gives a remainder 1. We will call remove and print result with assigning the position of element in int 1. Still int 2 is -1. Function traverses through the array in reverse order and prints the array elements except the element specified in the index 1. After printing, return will be executed and else part will not be considered. If an element does not give remainder 1, then it checks whether it gives remainder 2. If it is true, the first occurring element with remainder 2, which means the smallest element with remainder 2, will be stored in the rm2 array at the 0th position. For storing the index of smallest element with remainder 2, checking the condition rm2 equal to -1 or not. If the first position of rem2 will be empty, the position of element will be stored there, otherwise it checks next condition. The second occurring element with the remainder 2 will be stored in the second position of rem2. If the remainder of sum of digits is equal to 1, we want to remove either one digit with the remainder 1 or two digits with the remainder 2. For this, we are taking smallest two elements with the remainder 2. The loop will traverse through each element until storing two positions of RM2 array. If RM2 occupied with two elements, it will go to the function remove and print result, and indexes 1 and 2 are occupied with elements in the RM2. Inside that function, array elements get printed in reverse order, excluding the elements that positions are specified in the indexes, then return will be executed. If remainder equal to 2, then it will do the same procedure in remainder 1. But while traversing through the array, first it will check the smallest single element with remainder 2, because in this case we want to remove either one element with the remainder 2 or two elements with the remainder 1. If an element get with the remainder 2, execution will stop and call function remove and print result with the index 1 as the position of that element. Then it will print the largest number excluding the smallest element with remainder 2. If the element at position is not a remainder of 2, then it will check whether it is remainder of 1. If it is true, its position will store RM1's 0th position, and the second smallest element with the remainder 1 will store at next position of this array. After storing, we are check the first two positions of RM1 is empty or not. If it is not empty, it will call the function remove and print result with int1 and int2 as first two elements in the RM1 array. The function will execute and print the result excluding the elements specified in the int1 and int2. Here we have seen the three conditions and their execution. If any of the condition cannot apply, it will print not possible. Now we can check an array. Here I am entering an array. We will getting the largest multiple of 3. This is our program to find the largest multiple of 3.